All right, guys, wanted to make this quick little video. I've been wanting to make this for a while, but yeah, I finally got the time. Actually, I've been had the time, but I'm doing it right now. All right, so when it comes to working out and you making it a habit, right? Um, you want to have consistency. Consistency will be, I think, one of the most important things that will contribute to the gains that you make with your physique, with um, with the things that you want to do in life. Consistency is a lot of things that will come into play when you are more consistent with the things that you do. When it comes to work, when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to like maybe even raising kids too. But with working out, you want to make it a habit so you can see those gains that you so much want, all right, or even need, depending on where you at. All right, so there are three things that I could come up off the top of my head that will hinder you from making something consistent. I look at it as like obstacles. All right, so you got obstacles in life, right? So one, it's a pet peeve of mine is loss of motivation. Right, you have the motivation to start, or you're inspired to start, right? But you don't really have deep enough motivation or a motivating factor to push you to continually push you along what you want in life or what your goals are, right? So some of those things could be you didn't really dig down deep enough, or you really didn't like I said, like dig down deep is like digging within yourself to what is motivating you to continue on. Like what is your reason to? It can't be somebody else's reason. It has to be something that you find a deep connection with, that you can hold on to or pull against, to have you continue on. Right, loss of motivation. Right, you don't want to have no loss of motivation, because when it comes to training and shit, it's hard, it's tedious, it's monotonous. Maybe sometimes you might not feel like doing it one day and everything. But if you don't have that motivation to go back to and bring you through that day, so you can get that one extra training day, and it's not gonna be a good thing for you. All right, so loss of motivation. You want to have good motivation, all right? And like I said, I can't give you that motivation, but I can tell you where you want to look at, because you know what motivates you, right? Another thing is stress. All right, stress comes in many different forms, right? Everybody handle stress differently, right? I can't tell you that whatever stresses me out stresses you out, because everybody's different, but that could play a factor in how you feel during that day, or how you feel to yourself or about yourself, whether if you want to continue on going, whether if you want to continue on making this your purpose, right? So stress, one thing you gotta look out for. You have to find out ways, how can you handle your stress, right? The thing is with me is that when I'm stressed, I can handle it in the gym. All right, if I'm stressed out, I go to the gym, get some shit off my mind, dig deep, find some shit out about myself and everything, and it kind of just works out. But I know it might not be the same for everybody else. Some people might not look at the gym as a good thing, so that you have to maybe handle your stress outside of the gym, right? You have to find what levels you down, what balances you out, right? So you could get into your main goals in life and everything. So handling your stress is important. Don't push that to the side. You have breathing techniques. You have just drinking water. You have like meditation. Some people have like bad habits of handling stress, drinking and smoking and stuff like that. And though you don't want to do it, whatever, if it comes to fitness, I feel like, hey, if it is what it is and that's what you got to do, then do it. But there are also more healthy ways to handle stress, so you can get back into your grind, back into your purpose and shit like that, and start lifting weights, right? This isn't a pet peeve. This is one of the last things that I want to talk on, is not having a routine, right? You want to have a routine, because day to day we all work. We all have things that we have to do throughout the day. And it's up to you. If you really want to make it something that's consistent, you have to find a nice cushion time, you know, like a nice time frame where you can squeeze in an hour of exercise. It could be 45 minutes, it could be an hour and a half and everything. But for me, my standard is an hour. Anything more, maybe I'm having too much of a good time. Anything less, I'm not really having a good time. But for minimum, I'm working out at least like 50 minutes. And I'm not talking about 50 minutes. 50 minutes starts from when I enter the gym. The 50 minutes or an hour starts when I'm working out. So I started from there. All right, and you know, don't be all up in your phone, you know, losing focus and everything. You focus on what you're doing. You utilize that time that you have and take advantage of it. And you'll see where you see the gains. All right. So routine, have a routine. You know, your day to day, your 9 to 5 or whatever it is, and everything. It has you working from sun up to sundown. All right. So right after work, or maybe before work, or maybe during work, or whatever, you find that time where you could just squeeze in an hour of exercise. And even if you don't even want to go to the gym, you could even do it at home, right? A lot of people maybe have a lot on their plate, but you have to either, whatever you're doing throughout the day, if you have to like wake up earlier than most co-workers do, you know, if you're working that regular 9 to 5 job and shit like that, and you got to wake up at 9 a.m. To get to work at 10, maybe you should wake up at 7 or maybe at 8 or whatever, just so you could get that good, you know, hour of exercise in before you go to work, or maybe after work before you go to sleep. All right, everybody's lives are different, so I really can't tell you when's the best time to go or best time to work out, but it's routine. Pick a time frame and stay consistent on that. If you have to fucking deviate from that, whatever your routine is, and you have to switch it up, then remember that, because every week it might be that. So you have to just stay consistent with what works with you, all right? And you make that your routine, all right? So that's all I had. I just want to make sure that you guys are staying consistent as much as possible, because that is one of the, I mean, it's not as important as dieting is important as well, but consistency is really, really important. All right, guys, see ya.